afternoon, or actually good evening, or good morning, or whenever you're watching. Quick introduction, in case this is the first video, because we're not too sure. I'm Julia. I have chronic pancreatitis, and this is Friends with Food again. This could be the very first video that is going to be posted on the website. So I have to quickly explain that I do, for my pain, I have an internal morphine pain pump, which does make my memory go and give me extreme brain fog, which could actually be to the enjoyment of some people, because it's quite funny sometimes when I forget what I'm saying or what I'm doing. But just a little warning there. And also, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a presenter. But what I am is a chronic pancreatitis patient. And I believe that people like me understand more than anybody that hasn't had it themselves, no matter what profession. My own safe list is tiny, absolutely tiny. I know I don't look like it, but I am still classed as severely malnourished, just because somehow the weight's gone back on. I hardly eat anything, but some people think that I'm lucky for that, so I do apologise if you're struggling to put weight on. So we're going to start with a recipe, which is something I used to make years ago. And it was one of my favourite recipes. It was like my signature dish almost. And it was a recipe by Jamie Oliver. And it was rosemary skewered monkfish with ciabatta bread and pancetta. Sounds a bit posh, but trust me it's not. But monkfish is a bit of a treat for me, having this. I've not cooked this since I did it as a full recipe years and years and years ago. And I've not practiced this either. So this will be the first time. This is going to be a big treat for me as well, having monkfish. It's not the cheapest of fish, I've got to admit. And it's certainly not the prettiest of fish. If you've never seen the monkfish, Google it and have a look. But do it once you've eaten if you're going to try this. Because it is an ugly, ugly fish. Really, really ugly fish. It's not going to pull, any other fish at all. It's, ugly, basically. So, what I've got here is what I call my safe version of it. So I've sort of stripped it bare. Unfortunately, you can't have the real recipe of it, but I'm using that recipe and stripped it bare into my safe version of it. Now, this doesn't mean it's going to be your safe version of it, but it might be. I mean, I'm on the extreme end, so it could be. But if you kind of know what you can eat and what you can't eat, then great. You can work with it. So what I've got here, and my stripped down version, is I have some chopped up monkfish, and you always get the tail. It's only monkfish tail. Trust me, you don't want to go near the face. I've got some rosemary. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any fresh rosemary. I told you, not professional. This is first recipe. Amateur, I suppose. Amateur. We're not professionals. I'm not professional, but it's real, and I think that's more important. So whether you do or not, that's up to you. So, but my rosemary is a pot of rosemary, which in Spain is called romero. So we've got monkfish, we've got rosemary. I have a very slightly old looking lemon, very yellow. Oh, gourmet. It's gourmet lemon. So with monkfish, I suppose deserves gourmet. I also have some grated garlic here. Just a tiny weeny bit in there, which I did with my, I never even knew I had this thing. Hang on, it's in the drawer. This thing, it's amazing. I don't know where I bought it. It's fantastic. It's the first time I've ever used it. And I've got some dishes coming up with ginger involved as well. So that's going to be fabulous for that. And then in my lovely coconut bowl, my favourite dish is cherry tomatoes. So it is so simple, this dish. Now, if you want to make it for you, but you want to make the full dish for family or whatever, so you can all eat together, what you'd also need, I do have some on paper because of my noddle, you'd also need a small bowl with some oil, a little bit of oil, rosemary and garlic and a little bit of lemon juice mixed up. And then what you would do is you would dunk the monkfish in before you use it in a minute, as you'll see. And then we'll go on from there. So I've got some small skewers that are going to fit in my air fryer because I'm going to air fry these. I'm not going to put them in the oven, but you can put them in the oven on 200, I believe, for 15 to 20 minutes. And basically until you can see that the fish is cooked. We'll check it with a heat thermometer, fish thingy, technical. But that's my walking stick, sorry. We're starting well. So what I've got here is I have bamboo stick skewers. Now because they're bamboo and they're going in the air fryer, what I've just done is I've had them in water for 20 minutes. And that will stop them from burning in the air fryer. But they're a perfect size for my air fryer as well. So that's just, you know, they're great. But whatever, if you put them in the oven, it's no problem. Or if you've got one of those grand, big air fryer fancy things, then go for it. So basically what we do is simple. Piece of monkfish on the skewer. This is my version, remember. Followed by a cherry tomato. Now this is where if you know you can eat bread, then you can up this a bit. I can't eat bread. So the next thing in the actual recipe would be a torn up bit of ciabatta bread. So if you can eat bread or ciabatta bread, then you can then next put on a bit of ciabatta bread. But I can't, so I'm going to stick with this and put another monkfish, tomato, if you can, another bit of ciabatta bread. For me, monkfish, cherry tomato, and I think I'll finish with another bit of monkfish on the end there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, because I'm actually going to eat this for my dinner tonight. I can't wait. So I'm just going to quickly repeat that on here. So easy once the prep's done. So just quickly do some more. Oh, a bit chunky piece. Oh, lovely. It's a very meaty fish, monkfish. It's very, very delicious. I think so. It's just, like I said, a shame it's not a bit cheaper. But right, so I've got two little skewers here. Lovely jubbly. Two little skewers here of my monkfish and my cherry tomatoes. So what you would do, the ciabatta bread, if you were putting it on, was what you would also dunk into this bowl of oil with rosemary, etc. in it, before you put it on the skewer. So you've got your monkfish and your ciabatta bread dunked into the oil mixture before it goes on the skewer. So I'm just going to quickly wash my hands. Now for me, tea towel. For me, next I'm just going to put some garlic, with my hands because I'm a devil. I'm so way out there when using my hands, I just don't care. So I've got my garlic on here, a little bit of garlic just sitting on there, not a lot, doesn't need a lot, a little bit in each piece there. And then we're going to have a look at this rosemary. I mean, fresh rosemary would be marvellous, but this smells beautiful as well. But I just couldn't get them, to be honest, perfectly honest. So I'm going to sprinkle some rosemary on here for me. Now the other thing is, if you can eat bacon, number one, you are very, very lucky, and I'm very, very envious of you. Number two, if you get some bacon and you cut the fat off, and then you flatten it out so it's really as thin as possible and slice it, then what you would do is you would wrap the bacon in place of pancetta, because pancetta is a fattening piece of meat. Wrap it around these skewers. Unfortunately, absolutely no chance of that. So I'm doing a guesswork here of this. Now I'm going to try and show you without dropping it on the floor. So like I say, we haven't got a proper... Oh, there we are. We're not professional. We've got no great professional camera work going on or anything. So, to me, that looks delicious. Compared to what I usually have. I have porridge every other day for dinner, so that does look really, really nice. And then, the lemon is at the end when it comes out, so I'm going to plug in my air fryer, because I didn't think of doing that before. And then, in my air fryer, I'm going to put my 2 skewers, which shouldn't burn because they've been soaked in water. Oh, that does look delicious. And then put it in. I'm going to have mine at the end of this with plain white asparagus in it from a jar. I know I can eat that. I know it's very gentle on my stomach. It's very fresh tasting, but it's very, very available out here in Spain. But you can have what you like as with your dish. What sides that you know you can eat, whether it be a little jacket potato, or you're lucky again because I can't, or just some vegetables. But going back to this, I'm going to pop this on 180 for 12 minutes. So I'm going to leave you and come back in a moment, in about 9 minutes, and see how it's going. That doesn't sound good. It's never done that at all in 6 months. I owned it. But like I say, we're keeping it real. So that's not gonna, I'm not gonna cut that out. It's gonna stay as it is, real. Because that's how we want this to be. So I will be back in 9 minutes, maybe 8.5 now. Fingers crossed. Right, so I'm back to check. This mix smells very nice anyway. So we're gonna have a look at this now. 10 minutes. And I think they're done. I do. I've got my little temperature thing here, just to check on the fish. Oh, they're done. They're definitely done. So that's just taken 10 minutes in the air fryer on 180. Yep. Definitely cooked. And my bamboo skewers haven't burnt. Woo! I know, I shouldn't be doing this, but I am going to. Please don't stick. It's going to stick a little bit. I don't like spraying the bottom of it with oil because my stomach is that delicate. So I do have this problem sometimes. So, oh, look at that. You probably can't see it. I will show you in a minute. looks and smells delicious. It's just a shame I didn't have any proper rosemary. There's my cooked skewers. And as I said, I'm going to be having mine with some white asparagus. Oh, lovely. In here. Which is never the easiest thing to get out of the jar, ever. Because this is so delicate as well. Oh, it's playing well today. So, use my fingers. I'm just going to pop a few of these onto my plate. Just like that. Cut my lemon. I think it's been sunbathing in the sunshine lemon. Something here, so you can see, you'll hear a squeeze of lemon. Oh, lovely. Squeeze of lemon on there. And for me, that is a delicious, for me, safe plate of food. I will be posting after I've eaten it on the banana comfort scale to see, and I will be completely honest, to see if it did sit perfectly with my stomach. Like I said, I've not eaten monkfish in years. I will be 100% honest with it, so wish me luck. And if you decide to give it a go, good luck to you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.